It's baking hot. Ooh. Ah, it's scorching. It's hot. It's very warm. Yeah, it's very warm. And you, me, in my attic top one, and it's rather warm tonight, which you can see I'm really sweating night. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Is it warm tonight? It's really can't. Need to get some. I don't actually have any technical difficulties, not yet. Hello, is everybody there? Can they hear me okay this time? Because last week we did actually have some technical difficulties. So if you can see this, please respond with a hi, yeah. Because I don't know if anybody's watching. It is. Oh, it's empty. Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? I can't read anything. If you're typing this at the minute, I don't know. Please tell me we haven't got any more technical difficulties. Oh, hi, Stu. I was beginning to wonder if I actually had any more technical difficulties, like I did last week. Remember? Hi, Jane. How are you? Oh, dear. It's great. Great to know that people can actually hear me this time. Well, I can read them. Hiya, Gillian. Hi, everyone. It's been a really long week. Oh, there it does. Oh, wow. Hope you've all had a good week. I went to Norfolk for the week. Well, 4 nights. Hunstanton. So did you? So yeah, so I must be coming through. So yes, and we booked for next year as well. The family, not camping related though. So, but it's family. So if you can guess where we're going next year, answers on a postcard to. I know where you're going in 24. Yeah, we booked it for not June. I can probably read you a bit closer there. Good evening, Amanda. How are you today? Oh, it is scorching. Bella loved it. She went for a swim. We didn't know she could swim. And at Unstanton, you can actually let dogs on the beach, but only near the cliffs. And the tide had gone out just a little bit away, so we weren't too close to the cliffs. She did say don't get too close. And she went for a little swim, bless her. I was at work, so I say you had a better week. The trouble is, Stu, I'm not being bad. It was rather too hot. It's been really scorching. I can't hack the heat. And when you got a little doggy, you hear about dogs getting burnt paws and that. And yeah, we were mindful of that. So the last 2 days we didn't really do much. But we went to Wells next to see Bella having an amazing time with you. She's been running around in a little swimming pool here in the garden for the last 3 hours. And it got so bad that I had to actually drain it away because she just had a dinner about 10 minutes ago. And then once I finish this, then I can take her out for a little walk. But yeah, I think she had an amazing time. She loves the sea. We was walking by. We were staying at the. Oh, where was it? I was only there yesterday. Well, brain. We were staying at the Park Dean Manor Park Resort place, which is next to Searles, if you know the area. So yeah, it was good. It wasn't bad. The site was okay. The only thing is they do say it's dog friendly, but you can't take the dogs in the bar. But we found another pub just a little bit up the road called the Honeystone, and that was fantastic. really nice, really posh place. So we went in there most days. It was only like a couple of 100 yards up the road, so great. And Bella loved it. She loved the walk and she loved watching the waves. Shame we didn't get to go live on Tuesday. Good. Yeah, my internet was terrible, absolutely terrible. I literally was on the veranda and I was holding my phone up trying to get a signal, and it got so bad that I actually had my phone in the clamp, which it's in now, on a tripod, just trying to get a signal, and it's just no. I tried sending videos to my private Facebook page, and it just was having none of it. None of it. Hope you're all having a drink. Those are the rules. Although because I'm taking Bella out for a walk, I can only really have one, possibly two. It is very humid here. Very humid. But no, we got back yesterday at 11 o'clock. We stayed there for 4 nights. It was my dad's birthday yesterday, so it was really for him. Love the t-shirt. We did go to Catbells a couple of weeks ago. Took a while. It was bad ankle. I tried a full loop of dirt, but cheated and got. It's a great walk, that is. Oh, I went to good evening everybody, HW. Don't drink and dog walk. Well, I try not to. I try to be sensible. I can go to about 2 pints, and then it's kind of like things get a little bit misty and blurry. So I can stick to 2 pints, but after that's it. The only trouble is Bella seems to have. No, I can't really say it, but we're getting through poop bags really quick. So yeah, there's lots of yeah. That was probably too much information, but yeah, she's been great. We've had her 4 weeks tomorrow, and it's great the fact that we've taken her on holiday already, and I like that. And we've booked next year's trip as well, so that's great. Dog. Yes, yeah. She eats a bit of grass as well, so I'm thinking she does actually need some probiotics. We'll see. She's at the vet's on Monday. She's having a flea and worm thing. After a couple of beers, I'll be taking mine out in a couple of hours. Yeah, and then there's less people about, and it's great when it's cooled down. But as I say, she's only just eaten, so I want to give it an hour for her tummy to settle. Probiotics made all the difference. I think there's a well-known make that do probiotics for dogs. But yeah, she does eat grass. She eats it on a walk, and I mean everything else is fine, if you know what I mean, firm. But yeah, she does eat grass, and that's usually a sign that they need something. I forget now. I'm no dog expert, but no video expert either, because our video was supposed to go out today, and I didn't actually edit it. Oh no, I did edit it. It's on YouTube already, but it's not been posted yet. I just realised that this morning. It was supposed to go at 8 o'clock this morning. But I am actually going to be taking a little bit of a break video-wise soon. And the reason why is I need to clear some memory out on my external hard drives. And I'm going to be buying another external hard drive, maybe a 4 terabyte, because all these videos that we're doing now with Bella, well, what happened was, have you got any kit in the tent tonight, or just keeping it simple? At the moment, there's no bedding in there. None. It really was do you know what, I feel like putting the tent up tonight. A spare of the moment decision. Check the weather forecast, and it's very humid. And they did say something about people at Glastonbury, the fact it's going to be really hot and humid. It's like, yeah, that's a good time to be in a tent. You know, the humidity. When you walk upstairs, you feel the humidity as you walk up. Heat rises, obviously. Thermodynamics. Well, that's a big word for half a pint, quarter of a pint. And I forgot what I was talking about. It's been such a long week. I drove 120 miles yesterday. Still kind of recovering. It's not very far though, was it? But I've been up at 5 o'clock every morning. Sometimes 4. I was up at 4 this morning. And I don't go to bed till about 10, half past 10 at night. Bella woke me up the other morning by laying her head on my chest and literally pouring at my face. Wake up! 3-story house, yeah, when you go to the top. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be at the top. I went in the loft today to get this out. No way. No thanks. I need a small tent for the garden. Yeah, yeah. See, I was going to get a small tent out, but then I was like saying to family, like, anybody else want to sleep out tonight? Well, you know, I might. And I was like, okay, I'll get the bigger tent out and we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I might sleep out here on my own. Yeah. But Bella won't be out here tonight. That's a fact. She didn't really take very well to it last week. She growled at the door, which I probably mentioned. But I hope to get to a campsite either next week or September when the kids are off. See, Bella doesn't like children. She doesn't like children, and she doesn't like other dogs. She actually went for an Alsatian. She's only tiny, but we were in Sheringham on the Norfolk coast Tuesday, and she went for an Alsatian. She's only tiny. Like, what's the matter with you? That's a big dog. So yeah, she won't be out here tonight. She'll be in the house. But she sleeps on the floor. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like, Bella, come on the bed. You can come on the bed. And she'll come on the bed, and then about after 10 minutes, she's and she's on the floor. Okay, fine. Must be me. I'm glad the audio's working this week, though. Or is it? Oh, but yeah. Yeah, we went through Peterborough yesterday. Good to see all that. Maybe it's cooler on the floor. Yeah. Audio all good. Thanks, Julian. I'm a bit dubious after last week. That's why I started off this video when I was going, yep, like, it's hot out. I think all animals are finding it so hot in the rooms all night. Yeah, we was told about the fact that Bella actually sleeps on the floor next to the bed because she was in a foster home before because she didn't get on with other dogs, so putting her in a kennel wasn't ideal. But whatever makes her comfortable, I don't mind. As long as she's comfortable, that's the main thing. But say we had her out in the garden. Could have been last week, could have been the week before. I just didn't get a chance to edit it, and I've been filming all week for the other channel, the Bella's Adventures. I need a 1 terabyte for that. And yeah, I'm thinking about buying another GoPro as well. Yeah, I really have got my heart set on another GoPro. I really have fallen in love with mine, and I think in 2 viewpoints when I'm talking would be good. Or have one doing a time lapse whilst I'm talking. So yeah, thinking about that. GoPro Hero 10. I think the 11's not much different to the 10. Anywho, drinkies. How long did you take to get to Dunstanton for you? About 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. We live in Leicestershire, so it's more or less Melton Mowbray, Peterborough, and then out on the Wash where it all goes flat. And yeah, quite a nice drive. 2.5 hours is not bad. Don't really need a toilet break. But when we got there Monday, it was my dad's birthday the day we left. Yeah, good time in that one. So he's 82 now. But yeah, we like to do birthdays away. Unfortunately for my mum, her birthday's in January, so we don't really go away for them. Bless her heart. But for mine and my dad's, yeah, we tend to try and go away for that. When we get to Yarmouth, yeah. I don't think that's a place I've ever been to, actually, Yarmouth. I've been to Cromer and Cromer. Yeah, I've been there a few times. And Sheringham. But we were discussing going back to Dunstanton for next year, but to be fair, there's not really that much to do. My first ever camping trip was at Hunstanton at Searles when I was 11. And my first ever solo campsite camping was just along the road at Brancaster Staithe. Burnham Deepdale, beg your pardon. There's like a garage and there's like a campsite right next to it. And that was my first ever solo camp. And when we drove past it to go to Wells, I was like, oh wow, I would go back there again. But the only trouble is, that site's a really nice site. However, there's one drawback, and that is the fields. Like, you've got a certain field over here and a certain field there. They're all segregated by bushes that have got thorns in them, which isn't great when you've got an air beam tent or airbeds. I need to explore a bit further up. My mate recommends West Runton campsite. Do you know what? I've seen it. I have seen that. That rings a bell. Yeah, I have heard of that. So that's probably is a good one. I might have even been there. I don't remember it, but yeah, Brancaster. But no, sorry, Burnham. I've done said it again. Burnham Deepdale is a nice little one, but just don't take an inflatable tent or many air beam tents. Any more plans for wall camping and kayaking? Just bought 2-man kayak at Decathlon Bargain. Yeah, I see they've got a lot of sales on. I want to do wall camping, but I think this year is going to be a little bit tough. I'm trying to fit everything all in. I'm trying to plan it all out, and everything's like going on, and my calendar literally looks like, oh wow. And as much as I would like to do wall camping, I think it's going to be next year. I think this year's going to be a bit quiet, and then next year I'll be like at it from all angles. But yeah, I've got a campsite booked for October, and I want to go away hopefully next week. Hopefully, but it's just when the kids are off school, everywhere goes packed. And yeah, I'm not really sure about that, but we'll see. I don't really go away when the kids are off, because say filming, well, if you're a parent and you see somebody with a tent and they're flashing a camera around all the place, you're going to get a little bit protective, and rightly so. There are some weirdos out there, so I tend to not go, ideally, unless it's my birthday, at a weekend or when the kids are off. Just so that you just don't get any sort of hassle. I mean, if there are kids, then I'll make sure the cameras are pointed solely in my direction, and if anybody wants to see the footage, then that's fine. But yeah, I tend to not go when the kids are off. So that rules out really July to September, and then I know I'm going away in October. I don't know the date. I was asked about it today. When we're going away in October, I said I can't remember. But that depends on a family member, because they've got to have an operation. We don't know if their operation's going to coincide with the camp trip. So holidays aren't the best time to camp out. Holidays aren't the best camp. Too much children. Yeah, and I like to get away from it all. I don't have kids myself. I mean, I've got nothing against children, but I like to get away and get a bit of peace and quiet. Just came back from Weymouth camping, me and myself. It was amazing. Had a great time. Weymouth. Sounds good. Yeah. If there's any campsites that you can recommend, then please feel free. I know I use a lot of the same ones about the camping and caravanning club, but I'm really interested in finding other places. Obviously, next year I want to go Cornwall, possibly Devon. Not sure. Don't really know the area. The only place I do know is St Merran, near Doc Martin place, Port Isaac. That's the only place I know. But I've never really adventured down Cornwall very far. I'd like to go to Scotland, as we've mentioned before, and yeah, we're going to the Lake District as a family. We're all going to the Lake District next year, but that's in a lodge, so I won't be filming that. No, but it'll be on Bella's Advantage. Try and get my teeth in. Bella's Adventures. How many of these have I had? That's disgusting. So yeah, so there will be a bit of a quiet spell on the channel in a week or two's time, and that's because I need to sort out all my memory on my computer and my external hard drives. And what we did is when Buster passed away, we bought an external hard drive, only like a 1 terabyte, and all his videos and all of his photographs are all stored on there. And what I've been doing lately is, because I've run out of space on my other ones, and it's kind of like going, oh, I'm going away, I need to spend money here, I need to spend money over there, and I had a car like going in, had a new spring and MOT and whatever. Stayed at a lodge in a place called Troutbeck. I've heard of that one as well. Troutbeck, yeah, near Windermere. Yeah, it's not far away from where we stayed. We were at the Whitecross Bay, Park Dean, Whitecross Bay, and Troutbeck was actually listed on the roadside, because I remember when we came out, it was like a little garage. Troutbeck, near Windermere. Yeah, see, the only campsite I've ever, well, there's 2 campsites I've used in the Lake District. The Keswick Camping and Caravanning Club, which I like because you can literally walk from your campsite into the town. You can go for a swim as well if you want to go open water swimming. The Keswick Camping and Caravanning site is wonderful. And if you get a small backpacking tent and it's low profile, so other people can like look over and see the view and doesn't spoil the view for everybody else, then you can look out over Durham Water and you can see Cat Bells and everything. And then you've got, I forget the name of the mountain behind, but it's near Keswick. I always forget the name of that, but that's a fantastic place. The other one is Windermere. Not so keen on that one. It's literally like it could be anywhere else, and there's no mountains. And when you get to Windermere, it does kind of flatten out a little bit. Whereas Keswick is just, I love it. I love it. I really do love it. It's my ultimate campsite. The other one I'm into is, so I'm reaching down for the power bank because I want to put the light on. I want to put my ring light on. Is the Northumberland Camping and Caravanning Club. I can't remember the name of it now, but I'm not really good on facts tonight. Hey, there we go. I'm going to burp. Pardon me. Pardon me. I did eat just before I came out. Yeah, so I went to there. That was a nice one. Can't remember the name of it now though. But I am looking out for all the campsites. Next year is going to be like literally like, oh, we're going to go camping. Yeah. This year is kind of like, okay, let's kind of, it was in Weymouth this May. There's plenty of great campsites out there. I use the Camping and Caravanning Club because it's a membership and I want to get the most use out of it. You know, it's like, okay, it's £50 a year, I think it is. But I haven't used it this year yet. Mind you, it has been a weird year. It has been a very strange year. Ups and, well, downs and ups. But yeah, there's plenty of good campsites out there, but I need to get out. It's really quite hard, really, when you go travelling without a tent and you're seeing all these signs for campsite this way. I'm like, ooh, I wonder what's there. That was my Wallace and Gromit impression. Ooh, bit of Wednesday there. Sorry, I haven't drank much. That's kind of disgusting. I hope you're all drinking, by the way. Yeah, sure. I'm just in a happy, I'm in a happy mood. I'm in a happy mood. Gillian's on the cider. Well done, lovely. I do love our little community. I like this meetup every week. I really do. It's one of the highlights of my week. The other one is getting woken up at 4 o'clock by Bella. Actually, yeah. No, it is. Dogs are amazing. But no, I do enjoy this. But I say things will be a bit slower because of the hard drive is full. and I'm going to rabbit on a little bit about this. My hard drive spot. Basically, what I've been doing is I've been using Buster's hard drive for all the latest videos, and then when they've been on, I've been deleting them. But the trouble is, now we've adopted Bella, I don't want to delete those videos, so I need to get another external hard drive. So thankfully, it's payday on Monday. A white wine. I think you know what I'm drinking. It's just the usual. I do like ginger wine as well. That's nice. Ginger wine, especially around Christmas time. That's nice. I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer so I can read you all a little bit more. We use a different tripod tonight. So yeah, I've got to get some bedding in here tonight if I'm sleeping in here, because it is really, really humid. What's the weather like where you are? Is it freezing? Is it hot? Is it baking? Oh yeah, that's better. Showing off my 25 chins. And I am of a certain age. Wow, I really do need to get fit again. What? Sorry, I'm rabbiting on again. But yeah, 31 degrees, actually 24. It's been 26, 27 here. If Google or Alexa are to be believed. Yeah. Sunny and warm, very humid. I think we're in for a storm, but it's kind of like, are we going to have a storm? No, we're not, because it brightens up, but it feels like it's going to be stormy. Bella! For a change, it's baking here in Edinburgh. Togs off, say up there. I was the same earlier. Put it this way, about 20 minutes before I came on live, I was not wearing this, but I had to censor up for the video, and I can't do this for an hour. No. So, yes, it is Scorchio. It is rather warm. I say I use Scorchio a lot because I like the fast show, apart from the camping. Do you have any hobbies, interests that you enjoy? Yes, I like photography. I have a Canon 6D with a Canon 16 to 35 f4 ISUSM L lens, and I have a 70 to 200mm f2.8 ISUSM lens. Yes, I have quite a few. I like swimming, open water swimming. I do like the kayaking. I like to be. I love the company of people, but I also appreciate. I also like my own company, and yeah, I'm kind of good in that respect. I do. It's not 72 200 f2.8. Yes, it's one of those white lenses with a big long length. It's got a IS and it's a USML, and it was about £2,000. Yes, and it's version 2. And when I bought the version 2, the version 3 came out, which was a little bit better, but there was nothing about it. So yeah, I bought the version 2 just as version 3 came out. It's a story of my life. I bought this tent, and then they upgraded it. I was like, there was no mention of it. But that's how they get rid of the old stock. Yeah, it is amazing for portraits. The bokeh or bokeh is fantastic, and I use it in all my portraits. And if you're going to be using Studio Flash, I use two Pixapro Pica 200s, and I've got a 500 watt one as well, about £1,000 in flashes. And for portraits, they're just like, oh my wow. I've been posting them on the Facebook group anyway, so they're on there if you want to have a look. But yeah, I use them for portraits, and I use my 16 to 35 f4, which I normally shoot at f11 anyway, so that's fine, for landscapes. So I did have a seven, no, pardon me, I had a 24 to 70, but I sold it. It just never got used. I paid £727 for that and sold it for about 200 quid. What? Well, I've got hiccups now. So it's kind of warm, kind of hot. I'm going to be sleeping out here. I'm going to sleep out here tonight. Stu, I like a bit of mountain biking, need to get back into it, but like camping, it's expensive, as you always want more. Yeah. My mountain bike, oddly you should say that, Stu, went down the skip today because I bought it 20 plus years ago, and then about a year, 18 months after that, I passed my driving test. So it never really got used, and it was hydraulic suspension, no, hydraulic brakes, just when they started coming in fashion, and nah, rubbish. It was a Carrera something, Zelos. Carrera Zelos. So that went down the skip today. I used to love mountain biking. I did 59 miles an hour on a push bike down a hill near Colville. And the funny story about that was when I got down the bottom, because I was a very good cyclist, and I wouldn't recommend it, is when I got down to the bottom and I saw my speedo and it said 59 miles an hour, I was literally like coasting at the bottom, and literally like this. Didn't realise there was a car right behind me with all these pretty young ladies in, laughing their heads off. Yeah, sad story that is. Fanatical cyclist. Yeah, I used to have a Rally TI 1000 with Shimano gears. I forget the name of them now, but I used to be a mechanic for Halfords years ago. 59 miles an hour. Do you know what? Seriously, the moisture builds upon your eyes, and you can barely see. And then when you're braking, because I was braking really, really hard, the actual teardrops were actually hanging off my eyeballs. And I remembered that I had to sit on the very back of the seat because my back wheel was skipping like this. And I was maybe 17, 18. But it was a really steep hill, but I remember there was like drain covers, and I was trying to avoid them. So do I. My partner spend towards cycling and camping. Her own shop. Yeah, cycling's good, but I used to work. I used to be into road cycling, but it's too dangerous with the way the people drive these days. And the potholes, Stu, the potholes are crazy, aren't they? I used to stick 26 by 175 tyres on my mountain bike. 2.125s were too wide. Sometimes I go down to a 26 by 1.5 tyre. Because obviously the 1.5 is the width. I'd rather potter around the woods in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. I say I haven't biked in 20 years, so just didn't do it. But I used to go riding around the car park at work. I used to get told off by the boss because he said it was too dangerous, and I'd be literally leaning over like that. And he wasn't wrong, because sometimes I did actually catch the pedals on the road, and used to get a bit of like a tank slapper. So yeah, I used to bike a lot, and I used to bike at some serious speeds. I did on a straight piece of road 47.8 miles an hour. That was a place near Breedon on the Hill. 47.8 miles an hour. That was on the M-Trax TI 1000, which was charcoal grey and red. So that's going back a long time. But I remember that it was pouring down with rain. And then one time I cycled up to a place called Rutland Water, and I was going to Peterborough, and then I turned around after doing 30 miles because I was hungry and hadn't had breakfast. Daft. Yeah. The sports bikes I never really bothered with. The suspension ones, I think it was the suspension that killed me on mountain bikes, because I just didn't really need it. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I need to get a new external hard drive sorted, and then I need another GoPro. I've got my heart set on one, and I've been messing around with time lapses. I've been doing Star Trails lately. Love it. Here she is, Bella. What you doing? Bella, come here. Come here. What have I got? What's this? No, come here. What have I got? What? Bella's come in and brought me her ball. Come here. Come here. Do you want to get it? Come here. Here you go, pop it. There we go. You want your ball? Hold on. Hold on. There she is. There she is. There's Bella. You want it? You're going to go get it. All she wants to do is play ball all the time. Hey, nearly caught it. It's really warm. Really. It feels like I'm wearing. She is Jane. She is absolutely. She's by Buster's Castle at the moment, which we're thinking about dismantling. Because Bella doesn't use it. Bella, come here. Come here, don't be camera shy. Look, oh. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Hold on, let me move this out of the way. She's wondering where my ball is. Can you see where the ball is? Bella. Where's it gone? Come on. Up, up, up you come. No, come on, up. Bella, come here. Come here. Come on. There we go. You're having a good old sniff. Let me just take your collar off so I don't give away my phone number. You're still wet from running around in that swimming pool for 3 hours. Oh, got you. Don't want to give away my phone number. What? Too delightful. You want it? You want it? You talk to me. Talk to me. You haven't learned that one yet, have you? Go get it. She was in the She was in the paddling pool. She was in the. Oh, I've only had half a pint. It's a popular name out. Bella. Yeah, I like. It is a beautiful name, and I think it's Latin for beautiful. Not looked that up, but I've heard it. But we wanted to keep the B from Buster, and it was either a toss-up of Bailey or Bella. And then I had this whole channel done, the whole name, Bailey's Boy. And then we got You've sunk your pint already. I'm a lightweight. Mind you, I do talk too much. Yeah, so when we got her, we realised, I don't think Bailey's going to suit her. And because she's short, because we had Buster, who was a show cocker, who's quite a bit bigger, and she's a working, and you're a short arse. What are you doing? What are you doing, darling? I think she's slowing down. Bella, come here. This one's so sharp. Drop it. I want it. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Mine. Where's it gone? Don't knock me pint going. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? What's it? Well, it's not a squeaky one. Ow. The clothes are sharp. I think he said a sombrero or a solero. I could be a one of them people that sings really loud when her claws hit. Not the Go Compare guy, although I've got the stomach for it. Hey, you caught it, good girl. Go Compare. Another other adverts as well, other insurance companies. Anyway, where was I? And don't say in the Keshwa Air Seconds 4 point, you dropped the ball again. Watch this. If I can do this. Go get it. Go get it. Good girl. Good girl. You got it. Good girl. She's wonderful. She really is. But yeah, Bella is an absolutely beautiful name. Guess what I'll be doing? You are so ball-centric. And you didn't catch it. So where were we? Do you think Keshwa will make a 4-person version of the 2 seconds easy? I hope so. I don't know for sure, but I hope so. Hopefully the 2 and the 3-person version will be very well received, and a lot of people go out and buy them. I'm very happy with my 2-person version. But yes, do I think they will? I don't know. There's one thing that kind of goes against that. The awning that I got has a symbol for 2 people and for 3 people. So that's been clearly designed, foreshadowing, because obviously the awning came out after the 2 and the 3-person tents. So that was clearly designed in advance. So if they do a 4-person version of the 2 seconds easy, then the awning won't fit. So that's the only thing that goes against that. I hope they do. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they will? Do you like the pop-up tents as well? Or are you... She's brought the ball back again. I can actually juggle. If you want me to juggle, please say so in the comments, and I'll go and get the balls out and I'll juggle them. Bit of entertainment for you. Unfortunately, I'm out of clown noses and makeup. I was absolutely knackered after last week. Yeah, you see a lot of people, there are some people out there, and they go, oh no, it's not a proper tent. It is a tent. It is a shelter from the elements. And when you've done a long trip, yes, juggle, please. Okay, you've asked for it. Yeah, I hope they do, but I don't think they will. Okay. Hold on, Bella. I've got to go and get some more balls. Ready? Go get it. I'll go and get some more balls. Oh, there's 2 there. Bella, you're dropping your balls all over the place, darling. I mean, I love you to bits, but... Oh, tent peg. Tent peg and bare feet do not go. Where was I? I said that too many times. Right, 3 balls. I can't really do it sitting down, but... hold on. I can do it standing up. Not really the tripod for this. But let's come to see what I'm up to. The things I do for entertainment. Move my beer glass out of the way. Very good for mental clarity. I learned this when I was a child with my mate James, who was on the birthday trip. But Bella put me off. Where's your ball? She moved. Hey, you're gonna knock that over. I'm just using your balls for a couple of minutes. I can only juggle with 1 ball. Bless you. You do 2. No, not very well. Bella's watching every minute and she just knocked the camera. Bless her, they are her balls. Wow, is it hot and humid tonight? your mind just goes completely blank, which is actually easy for me. There you go, sweetheart. You want this one? Yeah, go get it. What about this one? You want this one? Good girl. You're a clever girl. And you're knocking the camera flying every time. I mean, I love you to bits, but... And for night's entertainment, old man starts juggling. I really shouldn't be using my... Let me just get a little bit... Oh, it's so hot and humid. This is why I can't... Oh, I'm too low now. Oh, she's having a wee wee. It's because she was in the pool for 3 hours and all she kept doing was drinking. We did get an MSR Habitude. Only downside, not much vestibule. Was thinking about a 4-man Quechua. Would you recommend it? Yeah, I mean, I'm in it now. I mean, this is the Quechua Air Seconds 4.1 2020 version. So this one, if I can show you, I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this. Oh, is it there? Not very clever. This one, you can go outside through that, yeah? But the newer version has actually got zipped areas there. Now, the reason why I'm sweating so bad, I do apologise. The reason why I went for this particular tent was because I wanted a tent that I could actually stand up in and get changed. Because if you try to put on a pair of jeans in a tent that's the size of a coffin, it's not exactly the most gracious way to put on a pair of jeans. So I wanted a big tent that I could set up on my own. And if you've ever had a pole tent of this sort of size, nightmare. Some of them are, especially ones with crossover. So I wanted a tent that was quick and easy to set up on my own, and also as well, I don't deal with the heat particularly very well. Yeah. So I wanted the Fresh and Black system, and this fitted the bill perfectly. You can set it up in about 10 minutes on your own. With 2 people doing it, you can probably do it in less than that. But I took my friend James on my birthday, and he did actually offer to help me, but he also as well, he was sort of 50-50, and he wanted to watch me set it up on my own, because he said about the fact that he wouldn't mind getting one himself. And I said, look, I'll put it up on my own, you watch, see what you think. And he actually, in his words, he said actually he was very impressed with it, and the fact you could actually set it up on your own. And we was even thinking about going to Decathlon that day to go and getting one, but we ended up going for a few drinks instead. So yeah, I do recommend them. I do. Long story short, yeah. But they do an Air Seconds 4.1, which is this. I saw 2 or 3 of those tents. Yeah, they do kind of stand out a little bit. I think the Quechua, I don't know how you pronounce it. I have been told off about how I pronounce it. Well, it's Quechua, I don't know. And in the end of the day, I don't think it matters. But the Quechua, this is the 4.1, so it's a 4-person tent with 1 bedroom. They also do a Quechua 4.2, which is basically where you've got the living area in the middle and you've got a bedroom either end. Now, I was actually going to go and buy the 4.2 in a few weeks' time, but I think I might end up buying another GoPro instead, in case my other camera lets me down or for whatever reasons. But yeah, the 4.2 looks good. It depends really. See how the channel goes. But yeah, I think the Quechua tents are great. I really do. And I wouldn't buy them with my own money and then go and talk about them online if I didn't think that they're any good. If they're not very good, then I'll tell people. I'm not bothered. Anyway, that beer's getting warm. It's looking like it came out. No, we won't say that. Wow. Gone up to 350. Wow. Yeah. it's the time of year though. I think you'll find a lot of tents are going to be going up in price, unless there's an offer to sort of catch people to get them in, or if they're trying to sell old stock. Now, I don't work for Decathlon. I don't work for any camping firm, but I tend to buy my camping gear towards the latter part of the year because that's when they're trying to get rid of last year's stock. Although this was an exception, I bought this just as we were going into lockdown in March 2020, because we didn't know what was going to happen back then, did we? It was a strange old world back then. But generally speaking, I tend to buy my tents, my camping stuff, November, December, sometimes January. And a lot of my Facebook friends go, "You're mad at this time of year." I'm going, "Yeah, but they're cheaper. It all counts." That's my sign for money. Yeah, it's. I think the catch-alls are good. Sorry, I do talk too much. I do apologise. I got past 50. I need some height. Am I rolling around the floor day? Oh, bless you. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the OEX Fox tent that I got, and it was literally, it was too small for me, and I'm like, no. At my age, not a chance. I actually got out for a wee. Actually, tell a lie. I noticed all tent prices have gone up. Yeah, it's just that time of year where people are going to be going, "Oh, we're going to go away. We need a tent," and then they go and buy one. And of course, all the prices will be inflated this time of year. But if you wait till October, November, December, try and think of it as a birthday present to self. That's the way I rationalise it. Then I go and buy them. But I think I remember, I don't usually buy on Boxing Day. That's my one thing, because I've worked in retail before, and yeah, I think people should have a bit longer. Anyone in retail, you have my sympathy. But a few days afterwards, I will go shopping. Generally, I bought my Coleman Festival blackout for about two days before New Year's Day, and that was a great little tent, absolutely fantastic. But I sold it to a friend because his daughter borrowed it. She really liked it, and I said, "There you go, you have it." He says, "How much do you want for it?" I said, "Oh, 20 quid will do." But it was a great little tent. I'm a good guy. I try and I try and look after my friends and people, good people. So Chloe, if you're watching and you've got that Coleman Festival blackout 4, I hope you're enjoying it, because it is a very good tent. But yeah, she was new to camping, and she wanted to try it, and she loved it, which is great. But no, if a tent's got great features, then yeah. But this white exterior keeps the interior really really cool, and um, yes, it can still be quite warm in here, but I would rather be in here than outside, especially as I don't deal with heat very well. I may have mentioned that once or twice. Actually, I think Bella's. I need to say Buster. I keep saying Buster. Keep calling her Buster. Old habits. We won't say the last bit, but I think I'll leave her second walk to a bit later. I think I'm gonna have another bit. I'm really enjoying this. I just want to thank you if you're watching right now. Thank you very much for your company. It really is lovely. It just makes me happy. Big group hug. Sorry, too much. Uh, yeah, I really am enjoying this. I'm still gonna get bedding in yet. Hello, is the Quechua 2 second easy fresh and black 2 person good for 2 people and gear? I'm looking for a new budget tent that can also. You're going to be struggling with gear and 2 people in the Quechua 2 seconds easy. You're going to be. Stu's on his second. Going to grab a second too. Cheers, Gillian. Yeah, you're going to be struggling with gear with the Quechua 2 seconds easy fresh and black, the pop-up one that you pull the cords through. There isn't a lot of room in the vestibules, and if you are going to be buying that, then you may want to consider the awning as well, so that if you do ever travel on your own, then you've got that flexibility. But then of course obviously that pumps the price up again. So I don't know if the awning's available in your country. I know it is here in the UK, but the awning's nice. I do recommend that if you do get that particular tent. But for me, if you're gonna be taking gear, I don't know, maybe there's other tents available. It's up to you. We're all different. Personally, for me, if I was going to be taking lots of gear, then I'd take the Orning as well as the Quechua 2 seconds easy. I haven't really got a 3-piece. Really, think about it this way: if you're going to be taking lots of gear, and there's 2 people going, go for a 3-person tent. If there's 3 people going, and you're going to be taking gear, go for a 4-person tent. Think of the extra person as where you're going to store your gear. HW's opening up another beer. That's the way I go, generally speaking. Because I do filming, okay, it's only GoPros and that, but it does add up. And if I'm going to be going away for, say, 3 or 4 nights, then I would rather take a 3 or 4-person tent. Also depends on weather as well. I'm going to get another beer in a minute. That was nice. I'll be back in 15 shakes of Bella's tail. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Ooh. Right?
Yeah.
It's really humid, isn't it?
Tell you that this is tired.
I'm still doing my live. I'm back. Oh, Paul's driving us all. That's the nicest thing you've said to me, Gillian. I'm a bad influence. Yeah, I probably am actually. Hey, it's once a week treat. Although, to be fair, I have actually been on holiday this week, which means the fact that I've actually had more than... Yeah, we want to go down that route. Hope you're all having fun. I know I am. This is good. So, yes. Sorry, let me just concentrate. I've got to concentrate and pour, and it's just like, yeah. Yeah. Bella's inside. She's in the conservatory at the minute. That will make a great barman. Anyway, so where was I? Again, that's about the 15th time I said that. Good y'all don't watch these videos back, isn't it? It really is not. Anyway, so has anybody got any? I'll say that again without. Has anybody got any camping trips booked to go soon, or are they going away soon? Are they going wild camping? Has anyone this year planning to go on their first wild camp? You see, a few weeks ago, you asked me dodgy questions. Now it's my turn. Unless, of course, you want to ask me some dodgy questions, then feel free. I can take it. As long as it's not rude. I don't mind. Any ideas on a budget 3-person tent? I do want to fit. Not 3-person. I've not really seen anything. To be fair, I'd rather be here chatting because Rick Ashley, never gonna give you up. And yeah. Even the dog didn't like that. Not my dog. 3-person tent. Rick Ashley, never gonna. We got a thing at work. It's called It's Rick at 6, and they play Rick Ashley at 6 a.m. in the morning. Good times. 3-person tent. I can't say I've really been looking at 3-person tents lately. The only one that there is the Quechua 2 seconds easy 3P, which is the same as the 2 seconds easy version, where you pull 2 cords and it opens up. Now here in the UK, I believe that retails at the moment for £229. It's a little bit on the heavy side, so it would be for campsite camping only. That's a family holiday trip to the New Forest. No other camping trips. That's a shame, Stu. So yeah, the Quechua 2 seconds easy 3P might be something you might want to look at. They do it in the fresh and black, so it's nice and cool inside, nice dark interior, so that the fact that you can get a good quality afternoon sleep. So that might be something worthwhile looking at. And if there's only going to be 2 of you going in on the trip, then you've got that extra space for gear inside. You can also use the awning on that 3P tent as well. It is a little bit on the pricey side, £229. Yeah, there's nothing really else I can. I generally buy tents for my purpose, for what purpose I need, and I have varying degrees of what I need from a tent, whether or not. Maybe some garden camping though. Yeah, garden camping's always good. Amazon Prime Day in a couple of weeks. There might be some tent details. Yeah. Does Nature Hike have anything good? I saw you make a video on one. There's the Nature Hike. There's the Cloud Peak 2, which is a 2-person version, but there's the Palace 3, which I like. You're singing the Smith tunes badly, bless. Wow, my mind's gone. I was awake at 4 o'clock this morning. Hello. Yeah. Every 5 weeks when I get a long weekend, it's great. Arctic Monkeys last night was awful. Going to a Comic Con in July and August. Sounds like you lot are having a lot of fun. Although not Stu with his Arctic Monkeys. Oh, it's so warm. It's really, really hot. I need an ice bath. I love festivals but can't stand watching them on telly. It's just not the same. No, we had Download here, near here recently. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Not rock music at all. I have tinnitus, so I suffer with. Excuse me. Sorry, I think a duck farted. Yeah. Right, there was a noise, a weird noise. I think a duck's got wind. You burp again, and that'll be it. You'll be on the naughty step. Oh. True story. This. We were driving. We were driving, weren't we? I was driving.
Yes, you were driving.
And I saw a steam train. Only the fact of the matter is, I tried pointing out to everyone, and I couldn't think of the word steam train, so I went, "Oh look, there's a choo-choo train." And I couldn't live it down for about what, about 2 days later. Oh look, there's a choo-choo train. I was looking for the words, but I knew I had to be quick. I said, "Look, look," and everyone was looking in different directions. And I went, knew I had to be quick, and I just couldn't think steam train. So the inner child in me went, "Oh look, choo-choo train." Yeah. No. Yeah. I think burping. Oh, it just went dizzy. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. I'm gonna go to the doctors on Monday about it. Really bad. Yeah, I just went over to dizziness. Really kicked in. Stop burping, you. Yeah, so I went choo-choo train. What did I say the other day? That was a bit weird.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah, well, it was a bit. There was something else I said, and literally like ever. It was if it was rude, I can't say it, but well, I can't remember.
That worked good.
It weren't rude.
Yeah.
What's my favourite tent, by the way? Ooh, actually, no, it's not. I have a different tent for different scenarios. I know that sounds. Pardon me, I've got hiccups now. I know that sounds a bit of a cop out, but I like my Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2 for wild camping. Although I really like my Palace 3. I think that's my go. If I was going to be going wild camping, I would take my Nature Hike Palace 3. If I was going to be going on a trip where I was going to be going wild camping and campsite camping all in the same trip, and I only could only take one tent, I would take the Nature Hike Palace 3 because you've got a lot of space in there and you can use it for wild camping and for multiple days at the campsite. If, however, I was just going to be going campsite camping, then I would use my Quechua 2 seconds easy fresh and black with the awning for campsite camping. So I know that isn't quite the answer, but I have different principles of camping where I think a tent I could use Quechua from Decathlon, and Nature Hike, which you can find on Amazon. So Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2, which is my favourite brand. My favourite brand of tent has got to be Quechua, however you pronounce it, from Decathlon. I love the thought that's gone into the tents, like this one here. I love the fresh and black feature. I'm predominantly campsite camping. I like to go wild camping, but I'm predominantly campsite camping, and I do like the Quechua for the thought processes that have gone into making these tents. When I look at other brands' tents, we have a company here called Go Outdoors, and no disrespect to them, they're a great company. They've got some great tents. Oh, the Palace 3, the Nature Hike Palace 3. That's on my channel. You can find it on there. There's three different. There's I think about 3 different videos on it on there, mostly in this garden. But I've done one campsite trip with that, and I say there's plenty of room in there. I'm usually traveling on my own, but if I'm going to be spending 3 or 4 days at a campsite, I'm going to be taking food, clothes, and for me, camping gear. And the last thing I want to do is keep traipsing backwards and forwards to the car. So with the Palace 3, I've got plenty of room in there. It says 2 to 3. There is a 2-person version of the Palace, and there's a 3-person version. I went for the 3-person one. There is also a 4-person one, but I've not actually seen that for sale here in the UK. Choo choo train. I waved at a bird once, my family. That's brilliant. Oh, that's good. He went, hello. Oh, don't get. I don't want the giggles tonight. Oh, I'm having a really good night. Yeah. So I have different tents for different principles. I don't think stealth camping is for me, or tarps and not. I don't really want to go down that route. I'm getting to a certain age where my every part of me aches. The quality on the HI, I think they're great. I mean, they do feel very thin. The material does feel very, very thin, but I've never had a problem with them. Never. The zips can snag. That's maybe one thing where they have. Yeah. She gave you the visa. Oh yeah, you wouldn't know about this, would you? I mentioned it on my Facebook, my private Facebook, with all my friends. We've had beautiful blue sky, and we was at the Park Dean Manor Park in Hunstanton, and I parked the car, was going swimming, and I thought, hell, that's a few spots of rain. And I looked up, and it was completely blue sky. Then I looked at the lamppost that I just walked under and realised a seagull had just it wasn't number 2, it was a number 1, but yeah, it was kind of wet all over my head, and I was like, what's that? It's not rain. Oh, it's not been. So yes, a seagull did urinate on me. Don't laugh. It's not funny. But luckily I was going swimming straight away. So I went in the pool, and I did. I swim mostly underwater. Yeah, I do like my swimming. Can't really swim. Can't really swim underwater when you go lakes. You don't want to know what's down there. In a swimming pool, it's great though. But yeah, thankfully I washed it off that way. What? You're in for flooding warning for tomorrow. I've got to say that I'm new to your channel. Your content's great, by the way. Oh, thank you. That's lovely of you to say. Is it Linus? Thank you. That's lovely. I'm just like you. I buy tents. I'm interested in camping. I want to go camping. I like to get away from it all. I'm not here to sell anything. I make a little bit of money on from YouTube from my videos when people watch the adverts and don't skip through them. But it's not. I'm not exactly going to be rich anytime soon. But I I'm just here to do things to help. I'm just like you. You know, I save money. I buy tents and equipment, and I talk a lot. Well, I talk a lot. I mean, doesn't mean to say everybody talks a lot, but you should see the outtakes. The outtakes are horrendous. Yeah, yeah. So I do talk a lot, and I know what it's like when you're saving up for a long time for gear, and pennies count. Pennies count, and I'm no different to you, or to you, the next person, or whoever. And if I buy a product that I'm generally interested in, and I can make a video of it, and it helps other people, and then they save money by getting something that suits them, then I've done my job, and I feel good about it. And I've had people from all over the world, which is kind of like, it kind of blows your mind. When I did a video on a Minimo, I had people from Texas and that saying about the fact that they watched my video and they went out and bought a Jetboard Minimo. I was like, wow, that's amazing. You know, I'm just making videos predominantly in my garden, but when I do get to go away, I share my adventures. So thank you for... Hello, darling. I wondered what that was. Bella. It's too hot to play tonight. She's got a ball. She's ball centric. So yeah, I'm no different to anybody else. I just But we've got to. The thing is, though, people got to separate facts from opinions. I will express facts, the size, dimensions, and that, but it's all opinions, and my opinions are just my opinions in the day. But yeah, lovely to have everyone around, and this for me makes it even better. When I take my summer break, yeah, it really is lovely to have this community of somebody singing. I can hear singing. I'm hoping it's not gonna, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn around. Right. Linus, it's called, there's the Cloud Peak 2, which is like a dome-shaped construction with 3 poles that cross over, which is fantastic in very windy weather. The Cloud Peak 2, it's a 2-person tent with 2 vestibules or porches either side. I did do a wall camp with that on my channel, so if you want to have a look at that. It's really lovely to speak to you, Jane. I've got to admit, I mean, I think I've spoke to you in the comments before, but it's really, this is a lovely way to sort of, hi everybody, you know, I like it, I love it. But yeah, Linus, the Cloud Peak 2 is a 2-person tent with 2 vestibules and a porch. Really great and strong winds. The Cloud Peak 2. I've not used it for a while, actually. I really do like that tent. A Cloud Up. There is a Cloud Up. I think there's a Cloud Up. But what that is, it's basically got a door at the front, whereas the Cloud Peak 2's got 2 doors, one from either side. Sing. I can't do Oasis, mate. I don't really know any of the words. See, I tell you what, can you guess what's my favourite band of all time? I bet you can't work that one out. It's from the 1980s. The lead singer has got a problem with his hearing. If you can work that one out. Oh, and one of their songs was on a massive hit movie in the 1980s. That's my favourite group. Now that I could sing, but the rest of them, no. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint. I bet you can't work out who I'm talking about. That's an improvement. Genesis. No, it's an American band. But yeah, it really is lovely to have all your company. Linus, Jane, Gillian. I really do look forward to this every week. And yeah. I've got to put that video on tomorrow morning though. That's a definite. Toto. The only Toto I know is Toto Wolff from Mercedes McLaren AMG. Eagles, no. You will never get it in a million years, which is kind of a little bit of a... Ah! Stu's got it. And what film was I talking to about, Stu? Stu's got it. Stu knows. Gotta get back in time. No, not Black Lace. Stu got it. I can't remember the words now, but yeah, I do love. Not his main one, but I like Back to the Future. Correct. Hugh Lewis and the News. I went to go and see that film at primary school. We went, I think we all voted for it, and I had a sticker album for it, and I love the first one. And yeah, I can listen to Hugh Lewis. Hip to Be Square. I can't sing it. I just can't. I'm I'm kind of new to camping with the tent. I've probably slept in tent 6 to 7 times max, but used to camp a lot in camper van with the family here in Sweden. It's camping's great, you know what? Camping. How many beers have I had? Not even 2. Terrible. Camping is a great way to kind of get back to nature, wake up to birdsong, clear air, you know. If you're going on your own or with one other person, then there's no better way to wake up, really. I love it. Absolutely love it. For me, for someone who had an illness for years, camping is my way to kind of reset. Hugh Lewis also mentioned in American Psycho, one of my favourites. Yeah, I know exactly the one you mean. That's when he had an axe. Yes. Yes. I do love, not that way, but I do love Christian Bale as well, who's in another one of my favourite films. He's actually in 3 of them. Bet you can't guess that one. Hip to be square, yeah. Hip to be square. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I love that. And gotta get back in time. He actually says, "Get back, Marty." I can't sing for love nor money, and I've got 2 left feet. Yeah. Equilibrium. No. I like Christian Bale. He's in a trilogy of films that was directed by Christopher Nolan. You'll know that. And the reason why I like it especially is because the ending made me cry. And it really shouldn't. That's got you in it. If you haven't watched them, tell another good film. Well, I want to watch the Super Mario Brothers when that. I think it's out now, but I want to watch Super Mario Bros. But I tell you a good film to watch. It's called The Prestige. It's with Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, directed by Christopher Nolan. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. It is incredible. I watched it, and it's the only film, hand on heart. It says the Cloud Peak 2 is a 4-season tent. Is that okay for summer camping, or is that a bit too hot? It's okay for summer camping. It says a 4-season. It's really a 3 seasons. So that means it's sort of ideal for spring, summer, autumn. I wouldn't really take it out for a 4-season tent. Not really. So, and Michael Caine. Yeah, Michael Caine. He's one of my favourites as well. My name is Michael Caine. Nobody knows that my name is Michael Caine. That's terrible. But I love Michael Caine. And he's also in the other trilogy of films with Christian Bale. And the great late. My name is Michael Caine. Not a lot of people know that my name is Michael Caine, but it bloody well is. So, yeah, terrible. That's terrible. But I Batman, that's it, HW. I do love it. And if you've not seen it, the ending for me is just absolutely beautiful. It is so well written. So summer camping in Sweden should be fine. Yeah, no problem. But the beauty of that tent is it's got 3 poles, geodesic. I can never pronounce, and I can never spell that word properly. And they cross over. So that means in strong winds, it's going to be really, really good. You've also got 2 vestibules either side. They're triangles, but there's quite a lot of room in there. So yeah, it's good. The weak point is probably the zips. They do snag a little bit, but if you can get over that, then it's fine. And you also do get a footprint in there, which will protect the base of your tent as well. You should always check your pitch beforehand. Oh, great. Sorry. Was it the juggling earlier? I really need the clown nose. But yeah, Michael Caine. My name is Michael Caine. Not a lot of people know my name is Michael Caine, but it bloody well is. I love that. I love Michael Caine. He is a legend. And I love Christian Bale. And The Prestige is awesome. You should check that out. I love that film. But Back to the Future is my childhood film, and yeah, I also like Star Trek. I'm getting into Strange New Worlds at the moment. I watched episode 2 of season 2 last night, and that was brilliant. But yeah, you'll never guess my favorite character though. My favorite character in a movie isn't a human being or an alien. Yeah, the sequels did let it down, but they did film them back to back in 1989 and 1990. So the Fourth Protocol was also an excellent film. Mark Caine. Lassie. Where have we got Lassie from? I don't know what you mean by Lassie, Gillian. The Fourth Protocol is also an excellent film. Mark Caine. I've never seen that. R2D2. Oh, Lassie. Yeah, I get where you're going. Oh, my conversation. It's not an animal. Oh. A three-person tent. E.T. was the first film I watched at the cinema in 1982. But E.T. was an alien, and it's not an alien. The Blob, no. I guess you should look for a three-person tent. Yeah, I've not really been looking at many three-person tents. I wish I could really help you out on that, Linus. But if you give me a couple of days, I'll have a look for you. I'm off this week. I'll have a look and I'll see what's out there. Not that I will be able to tell you my experience of them, but if you give me a few days, say Tuesday, or next week on the live, I'll do a live next week, and I'll give you a rundown of a few tents that I think would be great for you. If you're going to be doing wall camping, then the Palace Cloud Peak 2, so many names. The Cloud Peak 2 is great for wall camping, but if you're going to be going campsite camping, then maybe you want to put a little bit more. Depends on how many nights you're going to be staying for. Think about where you're going to store your food, your clothes, and your belongings, and everything like that. No, I think Chewbacca's an alien, isn't he? He pilots a ship. Oh, sorry, he pilots, not Rocky. No, my favourite character. Should I do an impression? I don't know if I can. I'm on the spot now, aren't I? However, no, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. He's played by Brent Spiner. I can't do an impression. I can't do it, Gillian. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed myself. He's played by Brent Spiner. Don't Google it. Data. Got it. That is my favourite character. And normally I can do an impression of him, but one of my favourite one of my favourite films is Star Trek First Contact. And it's when Patrick Stewart, who plays Jean-Luc Picard, literally loses it. And he says, the line must be drawn here, this far, no further, and I will make them pay for what they've done. And I love that. That is just like the best acting I've ever seen. But Commander Data is. I love Commander Data. And yeah, I'm not going to give any shit away, but when he was in the Borg, yeah, sounds Swedish. That was in First Contact. That was when Lily said. But yeah, sorry, we're going off topic here, aren't we? I can see the number of people going, oh, I've had enough of this, I'm logging off. Sorry everybody, I do apologise. But yeah, I do like Commander Data. He's my favourite character of all time. And yeah. My best mate, he absolutely hates Star Trek. we're like good mates, but we're completely opposite of each other. Completely. I mean, I remember like going round to his house when we were kids, and we watched Child's Play 3, And I'm like, oh, this is rubbish. Oh, this is boring. And he was like, no, he was a good guy. Yeah. Hello, darling. You got your squirrel? I'm gonna get my bedding out here in a minute. I think a toilet amount I'm drinking tonight. Bella. It's the big tent. Bella. You got me a squirrel? Is that for me? Is that for me? You got to. Oh, no. Says no. Sorry, I've gone off topic there and I'm talking about movies and. Hello, welcome to It's a Movie Thing. I'm your host, Baldy McBoldface. Bella! 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 Oh no. Hey! Hey! That's enough. That's enough. I get it. That's enough. Bella! I said no. Sorry, dog hates the neighbour. I don't. I kind of get on. Yeah, she's getting used to it. Sorry, Gillian, she went off. Neighbour came home. She absolutely hates him. Mind you, so do we. It's good that she's coming back to see. She must be getting used to it. She is. Yeah, she's getting a lot better. I mean, she was in the pool earlier, and then she came running in. She chucked the ball at my forehead, and it bounced off. And yeah, she's been in and out. I had to mop the inside of the tent this afternoon. Can't go wrong with Nature Hike Palace 3. My partner takes in Scottish Winters in Aviemore. Yeah, I like the Opalis 3. It's a great tent. Little tents, I don't personally. Attack the bad boy. No, they're not particularly nice people. But still. Bella went for an Alsatian the other day. Yeah. It's alright, darling. Don't worry. You've been told off, but that's enough. She is a good judge of character. Yeah, he went up a ladder and literally she would have ripped him apart if she could. Literally got to him. Mind you, I felt like that too. So yeah, she's good judge of character. She's a good girl, but as I say, I will not. There has to be boundaries for her. It is still really warm. I don't know what the temperature is at the minute, but what was it? What was the name of the weather girl on the Fast Show? Something Fish, wasn't it? Oh, you just go Scorchio. Sorry if you live outside the UK, but there was a TV show years ago called The Fast Show, and they used to have it where this lady presenter was abroad, and literally every time it was just Scorchio, Scorchio, and then one day there was a cloud, and they showed you pictures. It was all over the news where people were pointing at the cloud. Oh, Nimbo Cumulus. I remember that. Sorry. I'm giving away my age, but yeah, that was good. The Fast Show. Yeah, it feels about 25 here. It feels very humid though. The air feels very sticky. No. The normal pop-up tents with Decathlon, I don't, Linus. No. The only tents I've got from Decathlon are the Quechua 2 Seconds Easy, which is the pop-up one which we've all seen. The awning that you can get for it. This, the Quechua Air Seconds 4.1. The 3XL, which is now discontinued. Scorchio was I saying, that's right, yeah. But there was one time there was a cloud, and literally they sent a news team out point at the cloud. All the people like Nimbocumulus. Oh, sorry that. He was good. Hello there, Ted. Oh, I used to. They were the good old days. They were good. That was good times TV. Red Dwarf, Fast Show, Harry Enfield and Chums. Used to watch all of them. Again, apologies if you're not from the UK, but that was our TV back in the 80s and 90s. This week I'll be mostly eating bourbon biscuits and yogurt. He used to come out of his shed, didn't he? That was good. They were good. Do you remember? Was it Paul Whitehouse? Oh no. Do you remember? Do you remember the Mary Whitehouse experience? And you used to have two guys sitting opposite each other and going, "You see that spit on the floor? That's your swimming pool. That is. You love it. You swim in it every day." Yeah, and the other guy would literally just come back with another one. You ain't seen me, right? Do you remember Alf, the old guy? Go, you see that over there? I bet your eyes falls in that. And then you'd see him trotting off the road with his little walking stick. Sure enough, he'd fall down. Sorry. That was some great telly days. Yeah. Was it unlucky? It was Unlucky Alf, weren't it? Unlucky Alf. I remember that. And obviously, you had Kevin and Perry. They made that movie, didn't they? Go Large. Arse. Hello there, Ted. He was very awkward, wasn't he? I think he had the hots for Ted. Hello there, Ted. I can't drink that. It just brings back memories. Good old memories. Yeah. The what? Alan Partridge. Do you that full of eel? I don't remember that used to be my hovercraft full of eels. Oh man, I've got windies now. I don't remember that. Alan Partridge was my favourite comedy. Alan. I didn't really. I don't know what I was doing when that came out, but I didn't really get much of Alan Partridge, to be honest with you. It was funny though. Very awkward though. He had a radio show, didn't he? Was it Radio Norfolk or something like that? Oh, I'll tell you one of my favourites is Harry Enfield and Chums, Smashy and Nicey. When at the end they got we like a little bit of charity, mate. Yeah, a little bit of charity. Rock Turn Overdrive, mate. And then at the end they got Monty Python, the Hungarian phrase book. If that North Norfolk. Yeah, I remember seeing bits of it, but I'd never really kind of fully got involved in it. But yeah, Smashy and Nicey when they got demoted to Radio Quiet at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Again, this is for all you truckers out there. A big hello to all you truckers out there. I just think that's brilliant. It makes me laugh. My favourite comedy movie of all time has to be Hot Shots. For the absolute brilliance that is Admiral Benson. That guy could make me laugh over and over again, and literally it was. If you've never seen it, you should. But Hot Shots, he's like he plays the daft admiral, Admiral Benson, and he walks by a window. Little Britain. Oh yeah, Little Britain's great. I love that. When you see little Andy get out of his wheelchair and then dives in the pool. But Admiral Benson, he walks by one window and then there's a picture on the wall of an airbase, and it's like it's a take on Top Gun. He goes, morale at this airbase is just terrible. He's telling his understudy. He goes, no one's moving out there. And he walks past the window to the picture frame and he goes, Roy. Roy. Picture frame. Oh, 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 that's brilliant. Oh, oh, oh. And he goes, Roy. Oh, 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 that's brilliant. I love that. Oh, God, that makes me laugh. Oh. And then there's another bit where Admiral Benson, you're fun tonight. It just makes me crease. And he says, in loved Airplane. That's brilliant. They I've got to come back to it in a minute. I've got one on the top of my head at the moment, and it says Admiral Benson, and he gets met by another study guy, and he goes, "How are you, sir?" And he goes, "Hawaii? Oh, damn it, I'm supposed to be in New wherever." I just think that's brilliant. How are you, sir? I'm supposed to be in LA. Oh dear, that's good. Hawaii. Hawaii, I'm supposed to be in Los Angeles. Oh. Sorry. I do apologise. Oh, that's my favourite. Airplane's brilliant. We've got to get this woman to a hospital. Why? What is it? It's a big building with patients. That's no point. It's just so simple, but it's brilliant. Oh. Oh, it made me laugh. How are you, sir? Hawaii? God damn, I was supposed to be in LA. It's brilliant. And Leslie Nielsen was awesome. Rest in peace. Same with, I forget his name now, but he just brilliant comedy. Does make me laugh. It really does. Leslie Nielsen and what was it, Hayes? Can't remember now, but yeah, that was a good laugh. That was a good laugh. Sorry everybody if I've laughed too much and not been talking too much about camping, but yeah, they're my favourite things. I do like to have a bit of a giggle sometimes. Life can be hard times, and it's not always easy. Life's not always easy, so it's nice to actually just be able to have a good old fashioned laugh, even if it's at your own expense. And yeah, we live and learn, and I've got to get a tent out. I've got to get a tent out. I've got to, I've got to get the bed out soon. Yeah, I always make a point of laughing wherever and whenever, as much as I can, and learning as well. I love to learn. I learned a little bit of Spanish years ago, not a great deal, but enough to get about, and I absolutely loved it. And when you begin thinking another language as well, then that's an eye opener. When you're in the middle of Barcelona by the Sagrada Familia and say Dino Mapa, and I love to learn. I love to meet new people. but conversely as well, I also like my own time alone, which is why I like to go camping. But you've got to live and you've got to laugh as often and whenever possible, because we never know when all this will end one day. And if anything, this year with losing Buster's taught me a lot, in the way the fact that life's too short and we've got to make the most of it. And if I can make people laugh, smile, or if they can learn something from me through my own experience, and I don't always get it right, and I'll be the first one to say that. But if people can have a laugh with me, and or if I enrich somebody's life just for a couple of minutes, then I feel like I've done something good. And I'm just trying my best. As I've said before, I'm nothing special. I'm no one special. I'm just like you. I love my camping. I go camping as often as I can. This year's been a bit of a dodgy one with losing Buster and subsequently everything after, and getting Bella settled in. But I'm trying my best, and I will continue to do my best. And yes, there will be a summer break. I can't go camping when the kids are off. The campsite's going to be full, and it's going to be too hot anyway. But and we have no very noisy neighbours as well. So camping in the garden's not really something I can really capture on film. And you don't want to see 100 videos of me camping in my garden. Certainly, it's not something I want to be making. I don't know if you can. If I'm not reading anybody's comments, I don't know if anybody's writing anything at the moment. So I don't know if we've got the same issue, but I'm just. I'll just try my best. And like for Linus earlier, who's new to the channel, we've all been there. We've all been new to this wonderful world of camping, and it's not always easy to find and navigate your own way. And we all started somewhere, and sometimes you don't know what to buy, and sometimes it's trial and error, where you buy things and then you realise the fact that actually that was a bit of a mistake, but then you kind of learn from it and you work out what sort of person you are camping wise. And that for me was a long journey. My first time I went solo camping, I took a duvet, a double airbed, and a 2-person tent, and filled up half a car, and I was just going on my own. As the years have gone by, I've learned to be able to cut down and work out what works for me and what doesn't, and then subsequently scale down that gear. And yeah, I spent money where probably I shouldn't have spent money, but I've learned. I put my hand on my heart. I put my hand up whenever I'm wrong, and I think that being honest is the right way to be, and that's why I try to be with my videos. And that's why I like to say about the fact that yes, I will be taking a summer break, and the reasons for being. And I know some people will say, well, he's not uploading a lot and they'll unsubscribe. Well, yeah, unfortunately that's just the way life is. But my do you have any one of the microfiber towels? Very space saving over a regular towel. Thinking of getting some. Yeah, we've got two. We've got a blue one and a green one. I think we mostly use them for the dog, really, but they are very good. Yeah, very good. So if you're thinking about getting one, do. But I would probably go for a slightly larger one, personally, because I don't even know where ours are actually. I really don't. So yeah, I would recommend getting a microfiber towel just to save a bit of space. Space saving is the key, I think, with a lot of camping, because if you're going to be traveling a long distance to and from your location, then you don't want to take a lot of gear where the fact that you're literally driving with your car seat inched as far up to the driving was going to get the biggest I can find. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Try and get the biggest, because they we've got a medium size and a larger size, and I think we always kind of gravitate to the larger size, even though we got it for the dog. Sometimes we have used it for ourselves. That sounds wrong. But I think, yeah, I don't even know where ours are at the moment. We've got to have a sort through in the house in the next few weeks. But yeah, try and cut down on the gear wherever possible. Take only what you need, not what you think you'll need. The first few times you go camping, you'll be taking everything, including the kitchen sink and all the plumbing with you, because you think you'll need it, and then you'll realise the fact that actually I didn't need that. And be honest with yourselves. think about what actually you're not really using, and then cut that out for the next time, or try it a couple of times and maybe so. The only one I would say on that is different is whether it's going to be a mixed bag, take a mixture of wet weather and summer gear, because believe you me, the weather can catch you out, something chronic. And the other main tip I would do is always go a slightly larger tent size than what you think you're going to need, because um, that's my downfall. Always take too much. Yeah, we've all been there, Stu. It's easy to do. It's an easy pitfall. Or we look at gear acquisition. This is something we talk about in photography terms a lot, where we think by buying more gear will actually make our lives better. And what we tend to do is when we get in the tent, we clutter the tent and then we can't find what we're looking for. And we're looking, oh, where's this? Where's this? And we're actually less is sometimes more. And this is where you find the fact that when you go in camping, with the experience that you get, you work out what works for you. And I can't tell you what works for you, only you know with your own experience. And for me, if I go, last time I took too much with me, I was puffing like a chew. Ha, a choo-choo train, eh? I can't swear, but I'm close. Like a choo-choo train. That's a good one. So yeah, I would always try and think about the fact that when you first start going camping, is accept the fact that you will spend money where you will waste money, and you've got to work out what. Ha ha, Stu. I can see those emojis. And then try and cut down and work out what. We lost connection there. Hope you can hear me okay. It just came up with a message saying, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Is it again? Yeah, you can hear me. It just came up with a message saying live feed was probably because we've been going for an hour and 52 minutes. Great, brilliant. Yeah, always go for a slightly larger tent than what you think you're going to need, because the gear, and you don't want to be travelling backwards and forwards to your tent. Gillian, ale. Hope you still got the cider. I really do love this. Always try and go for a slightly larger tent than what you think you're going to need. I've camped before with a small tent before, and then literally had to keep going backwards and forwards to the tent. The car. I was in the tent. I was going from the tent to the car. Wow, my brain, terrible. You should see the outtakes, they're just terrible. I've still got to put bedding in this tent yet. I don't even know what the time is. It must be almost 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So yeah, I love my camping, and I've missed it a lot this year. And last year I went out, I think by this time last year I'd done 9 camps. Can you hear that? That must be about 20 doors down the road. But yeah, we often think when we look at gear, the fact that, you know, gear acquisition syndrome, GAS for short, where we think that by buying more stuff is actually going to make our lives better. In fact, it's usually the opposite. You buy gear that is suitable to you, and this is why I think YouTube is very important, and where I can play. Yeah, even that dog agrees. Well, I was coming to that point. You mind? I think this is where YouTube does come in valuable, and I've been looking at gear this week, not for camping but for GoPro. I need to buy a pass-through door for my GoPro Hero 9, where you can. Yeah, so YouTube does come in handy to learn about gear, where you can actually see people's opinions of it, see it working, and then you can make a more informative decision on whether or not that piece of gear is good for you. And that's why I like YouTube. I do. I watch it a lot. Not so much on camping stuff, but because I'm trying to find my own way and do that. But on certainly things like camera equipment and photography, then yeah, you can learn a lot on here. And I think YouTube is amazing. I love it, and I love talking to you, lovely people, and people like Jane and Linus and Gillian and Stu Not Stu and Fred Shed, who I haven't seen tonight. I wonder where he is, and that it's brilliant. It's been a great year. A bad year for losing Buster, obviously, but professionally, in a way, with YouTube, then yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed it. I used to buy more gear, but we don't catch much more fish because of it. Yeah, as I say, we think, I think we're kind of geared up mentally, or hardwired to think that having more, internet's gone. You there? It's gone off again. It's gone off again. I think we're gonna have to end this live stream. Last one I seen is Linus saying I think it's more a bit the same with fishing, but now it's not showing me anybody online or the likes or anything, so I think I might have to end this video now. Not that I want to, but if you can, I'm gonna have to end it because I'm getting nothing back off it. Can you still hear me? If so, just say yay or... I think it's ended. We're at an hour and 57 minutes. That's probably, yeah. Right, well, nobody's saying hi or yay or nay. Okay, I'm going to end this live feed now. If you're still watching, thank you for watching. It really is wonderful to make these videos, and we will do it live again next Saturday as well. So I hope you join me for that. 7 o'clock Saturday. Be July. Wow, this year's going fast. So again, I don't know if you're watching. I don't know if you can hear me. So yeah, thank you very much for tonight. Take care. Have a lovely, fantastic week, whatever you're doing. If you're out camping, stay safe. If you're doing other things, behave. Take care, folks. Have a lovely week. I don't know. It just says an hour and 58 minutes and 7 seconds. Is it on there? Nope. See you later.